All right, so today I'm going to be going over the notes for solving polynomial equations and inequalities, but with a calculator. So you can use a TI here, a TI-84. We're going to use Desmos today, but either one will work. So if we're thinking about this inequality here, consider this inequality. Can it be factored? No, it can't. So the reason it can't, because we have x to the third here, we have x. Even if we took out an x, it's not going to work out because we need quadratic form, if anything, here. So at this point in time, not all polynomials are completely factorable by algebraic means. Therefore, in order to solve some polynomial inequalities, we will have to rely on a graphing calculator. So for our first example, you'll see that our first job is to arrange the inequality so that the terms are on one side compared to 0. So basically we just need to move everything to one side. So you can see that's why we're taking away the 3 here. So we can end up with x to the third minus 9x minus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. So we have this function. There's nothing we can do about it algebraically. So we're going to enter the function into y1. These directions are for the TI-84. So you can learn to use that. I'll include a video on Canvas. But we're going to go ahead and type it here in Desmos, x to the power of 3 minus 9x minus 3. So we can see here, I'm going to click the home button, and we can see that it does create that x to the third shape. And I'm going to go ahead and just click on the zeros, and they'll go ahead and pop up for me. So that's how I found these zeros here. Right, I'm just clicking on the x-intercepts. Those are my zeros. And quickly drawing here, you'll see that when I drew, you can see that that first one is in between -2 and -3. This one's between 0 and -1. This one's between 3 and 4. Right, so you can see that they're not drawn through the exact points because they are decimals. So once I have it drawn here, it's real quick, just like in the last lesson. In this case, they were talking about greater than or equal to. So that would be this portion here above the x-axis and this portion here, right? So from that decimal to the smaller decimal, that'd be this first section. And then from 3.1 to infinity, that's this section over here. Okay. So we're utilizing the same skills from last lesson. So if this part feels unfamiliar, the interval section, then you should go back to the last lesson. Cool. So let's look at another one. We have this one here. So I'm going to type it in. Negative x to the power of 3 minus 3x squared plus 2x plus 6. And we want to go ahead and find those solutions. We see one at -3 here. We see one at negative 1.4. We see one at positive 1.4. So those are graphed right here, and right here. So quickly just draw the graph. And then this one's asking for less than 0, so talking about the below the x-axis there. So that's going to give you this one here.